We've lost quite a bit of air already during this inspection of the Caribe, but I'm going to try to show you. Hopefully our leaks will still show up for us. Let's just start at the port aft tube. This is our fastest leaker here. It's by an old reinforcing patch that was put on right by the accessory. It's coming from under the patch actually. And since we have delamination that's worn down the scrim, and these guys are not leaking, but the customer and I have already talked about putting reinforcing patches over those areas. We'll be able to take the little patch away, pull up the grab handle, the logo, a bit of the hog strap, put a much larger patch down there. Okay, now we've got delamination here and here. This is on top of the seam, so this is not the tube itself. We've got some chewiness here and rips at our transom holders on both sides, so we can use a reinforcing patch there. This appears to be some kind of crunchy DIY under that one. On our starboard side aft, did find a leak. Now, I've had this sitting for a bit while I've been going around and checking the bottom of the boat, so we may not be able to see this right away. But we have detached fabric at the cone seam. We have delamination again. And since it's on the top of the tube, we want to get that covered so that the sun doesn't eat through the scrim and then the neoprene itself and cause a bunch of leaks. So we'll deal with those. But we did have a leaker right here. It's slow enough that I can get interior sealant in there. Now I want to go back to our port side and see if this is going to show up for you guys again. Well, I've already been going over and over the boat, so we have lost air. But we did have quite a few creamers along this seam. Creamers are minor leaks. You can see them here. These are the foamy guys. These are creamers. These here are not leaks. These are just my soap bubbles, but these are. So I saw about 4 or 5 of those earlier when I had this pump to spec right along here, and we do have a leak right back here that's a little bit faster than a creamer right in this area. Okay, let's move up to the bow now. You'll see what I'm talking about with regard to creamers a bit better here. You see them all in here, these foamy guys? We have a few up here. They're right next to the patch here. We actually have a leak up here along with the creamers. That leak was right at the seam intersection here. If we let that soak go for a bit, hopefully we still have enough air in here to be able to show you that leak. And we've got another one right here that's coming out. Creamers up here. That's a worn slice that is leaking. You see creamers here. Up here as we get close to this damaged area of fabric. So we already had a plan to put a patch there. We've already had a plan to reinforce this. These creamers are slow enough to get with interior sealant treatment, even though there are quite a few of them. But the leaks we're going to need to take care of. So we'll have to pull the seam back and get the leaks patched, put the seam back together again. Now on the bottom of the boat, I did not find any leaks. We have other delaminated areas along the way. These aren't leaking, okay, but we do need to get it covered. The bow is very dry. We want to make sure we get that UV treated. Okay, so there'll probably be other minor leaks that pop up once I actually place the patches. Customers have noted that the fenders rub against this seam reinforcing strip down here, and you can see that that's doing that. We've got a bunch of delamination. What I'm going to recommend, well, I'm going to put the patch that they requested basically from here way back there. I'm going to put that down, but I'm going to recommend that we take any of this delaminated fabric on these reinforcing strips that's coming off, take it all off, go ahead and get the boat prepped for paint in those areas. You can see a couple more creamers here in our bow chamber. But I'd like to, just to prevent future delamination, because this stuff can't get prepped. It's too thin. You touch it with the chemical, it curls up. To prevent more of this in the future, I say we take it off, paint the strip, and do our reinforcing patch there. The valves are fine. We may have to show you a couple other inspection videos down the road once we get the faster leaks patched and see how our interior sealant does for all of those creamers.